And as you can see, what we're going to focus on right now is, and excuse the horrible picturing on this is a horrible phone. We're going to be focusing on when are my hops ready. And look at that cool little butterfly, look at that, landing right there on that. Isn't that cool? Sometimes nature just gives you some cool stuff, huh? You tell them, guys. Alright, back to work. So, normally there's a few different angles of kind of looking at whenever your hops are ready. You know, you start seeing hairs start coming out of them like this. It'll focus in on that. So as you can see, there's these little red hairs that are pushing out, just like how cannabis is. And these right here are the same thing as like pistils that are coming out. And these will go ahead, and this is the part, if the pollen caught to it, this is where it's going to start breeding into and actually create seed development. But all hops will go ahead and form and start with the hairy little cone like this little guy here. And then from there, they progress to this. And then from there, they progress to this. And then from there, they progress to this where it's almost ready. And then we get one that's ready. And this one, as you can hear, it sounds like a post-it kind of rubbing together. And hops will come in different stages on your plant. So a lot of folks, what they do is they'll go ahead and they'll come in and they just kind of lop the bind down and everything depending on your grow style. Here at Stone Lizard, we do a little different than everybody else. So we do 3 hand picks, and then by the end of the season, we run it right through our bind puller. So then after that, we get us a pretty hefty yield. I mean, yeah, granted, you're going to go and do a little labor, and I can see all you guys are, oh, I got 10 acres, and you know that. Well, yeah, dude, that's why you hire on help. So, you know, that's how you keep America going. Don't be greedy. And, you know, help some people out. But the cool thing is you could always get, you know, those few yields out of it. So when people tell you it's a non-profitable plant, they're not really going to the full potential of this plant, how it's working. And from there, you always want to kind of take a quick look. As you can see, this has got some wind burn on it, as they call. And this could be from a little bit of nutrient deficiencies. This could also be from it over ripening, and etc., you know, factors like wind and etc. So let's go and rip her on open. Take a look. And what you see in there is lupulin and lupulin glands. And this is going to be a form of oil that comes in a trichome form onto these plants. And you will have timetricine, which is the flavoring. And then from there, there's different chemicals that break down the compounds to make the hops to where either it's anesthetic use, whether it's medicinal. It could go in many different ways, just depending on whoever is consuming, using, or whatever it is. Hops just aren't for beer. So I hope everything kind of went great on this, on teaching you guys maybe a little something, you know. So remember, they want to look like that, no hairs in it. Want them to be good, healthy, fat, plump. Make sure you run your stuff as organic as possible, because the guy that's brewing your beer is going to brag about your hops, so don't give him junk. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and you know, stay tuned to Stone Lizard Hops.